All right, a little loader update. It is now Wednesday and we are thawing out around here. Last video you seen all the logs were actually under snow. Everything was under snow here and it's melting off. It's like 63 degrees today. So we got the quick connects to work, and there was nothing wrong with them except for they were just in a big block of ice. And I'm going to get these pins a little bit better cleaned up, put some Never Seas on it, and that'll be a lot better just to have this cleaned up. They didn't use the quick connect enough. I'm sure we're going to probably use that almost on a daily basis when we're sawing, because we load dust and everything. So the forks, I got the hoses off and they're out getting remade right now. So I'm going to actually put the forks back on the machine right now, and we got a little welding to do. A couple people commented, when we look at equipment, we do look at the equipment. We know that we have a crack there we have to weld up, and boy, I'll tell you what, people are thorough on finding stuff. But yeah, we know all about it. We're gonna weld it up, no big deal. It's a 1994. There's going to be problems. There's going to be little things. So we'll go ahead and fire this thing up and hook the forks back up, and hopefully the hoses show up here, because we're planning on doing some sawing Saturday, and we're going to make a bunch of 4x4s. We need a bunch of cribbing around here. So, and I put new wiper blades on it. There was literally no rubber left on those, and it's actually starting to rain a little bit, so the wipers might actually come in handy here. But I come up here Sunday morning when it was 3 below zero that morning, and by the time I got up here at 10 in the morning, it was probably up to a whopping 21 degrees, and this thing fired right up. So it's going to be a good cold weather machine too. But we'll go ahead up inside the cab here and we'll go ahead and hook them forks back up. All right, we're up in the cab here. Gave it a little cleaning here. It's still fairly filthy, but all in all, really looks in good shape. The throttle was sticking too. That was another problem, but we're going to fire this thing up, and it don't take much to crank it over. 63 degrees. I don't know if I get that case backhoe started right now, but yeah, it seems to be a very well maintained machine here. At one time someone broke the window out of here, and then they stuck a piece of plexiglass on here. I guess it had a sliding window like this at one time, and I think they must have grabbed something and bent that whole door frame, because you can see the door is definitely crooked. So we're just going to put another piece of plexiglass on there for now, and maybe research finding a used door for this. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff available for this loader, but that'll be later on when we gotta pull them pins back up, and we'll go ahead and I don't got no I have no camera holder yet, so I always pay attention to the mirrors. This would smash somebody up really quickly. It's gonna be a little tricky trying to get into that quick coupler while I'm trying to hold a camera here, but we'll see what we can do. I think I'm gonna paint them things some sort of bright color. All right, I'm gonna have to let you go here till I get underneath that thing, because I need 2 hands to do it. So we'll go ahead and roll into them. And okay, we're into the forks. Pins take a while to go down. You can see them, they're still locking at this point. They must work off of just the back pressure on the hydraulics. They don't but yeah, we got to get the hose made up, and that thing's really going to work well. And look how tight that will pick up a log. That'll pinch up anything. And the fork's got a long very long spread on them, so it's going to be really useful set of forks. The other ones were too narrow. But I got to get them holes cleaned out better on them locks. Yeah, that one's all the way down now. Well, I guess if you gave it a little bit of throttle, it might sink them faster, but okay, we'll be with you here in a second. All right, we're gonna put this back into place here and wait for the parts. That's all we can do. Hopefully that arm don't fall off of that piece of wood I got sitting it on, but just a mud hole up here. And I'll park it somewhere where we can work a little bit more dry. You can see the view, the log deck. It's going to be beautiful. That will work there. And like I said, I put the wipers on, so let's see if I actually got windshield wipers that work. We got brakes that work. It's amazing. But yeah, so far just trying to figure all the controls out. Actually got a radio that works, and we're not going to be in here enough to even listen to a song, but yeah, we're trying to get you something for Friday Eve, so hopefully the hoses come in before I finish this video up, and I'll show you the hoses on there, then maybe get to see that clam work. So I'll talk to you here in a bit. Alrighty, we're back here. It is actually Friday Eve now, and I got all the parts, and we're going to go ahead and put this all back together. And I'm not going to bore you with hooking up hoses, so I'm going to go ahead and get the hoses all hooked up, and we're going to go ahead and see if this thing will actually work. So talk to you here in about a half hour. Okay, we got the hoses hooked up, so let's go ahead and fire it up and see if we're going to work here or not. So the controls for the auxiliary is just another lever next to the spool valve, and pulling back should open it up, and it does. And there you go, one grapple. That should get a hold of anything you want to get a hold of. So I got to get a camera holder device for this machine. It's going to be kind of hard to even try to film going into the log pile and try to pick stuff up with it, but anyhow, that is our Thursday night or our Friday Eve video. So at least we got this working. So Saturday morning, Eddie and I should be at the mill here. It's supposed to be nice, supposed to be 54 degrees on Saturday. Light rain in the morning, but that's not bad for us. So that was just a little update on the loader here, and I think we're fully operational, so it should be ready to roll here. I'll try to come up with a little type of a camera mount, maybe up on the dash somewhere in this neighborhood, and that would be easy to do with a little stick-on mount, so I might give that a little try. So everybody have a great Friday, and I will talk to you on Saturday morning with the Eddie Horvath.